Hello everyone, this is Uzma and welcome back to our economics class. Today we are going to discuss a topic from unit number 9. Now you may be getting a confusion that from unit number 1 why have we jumped to unit number 10 and 9. So why we have chosen unit 9 and 10, because they are very easy to learn, understand as well as by heart, plus you are going to get many important questions as 5 marks from unit number 9 and 10. So let us see what is today's topic. Education system in Telangana. The question is, explain the education system in Telangana. So let us start with the answer. First you need to start the answer with introduction, and then you have measures for that. A paragraph plus 6 points you have. Let us see the first point of the paragraph. Before starting that, let me ask you a question, that is education important for all the persons in the world? Yes, obviously education is very important element. So in place of this important, I can also use a term called as crucial. So in place of education is an important element, we can also term it as education is a crucial element. Education is a crucial element in strengthening the human resource as well as the economic development of the country. So why education is an crucial element? Why is it an important element? Because it helps in strengthening of human resource. The meaning of the human resource I have explained you in the initial classes. That means the skills which a human possess. Example, teaching skills. A doctor will use his skills in treating patients. Mathematics students will use his or her skills in performing the solution to the problem. So whatever the skill which a human possesses is called as human resource. So the sentence is, education is a crucial element in strengthening the human resource of a person as well as the economic development of the country. Human resource and economic development of the country. First point, education is a crucial element, very important element in strengthening the human resource of a person as well as the economic development of the country. Second point, it can be used as umbrella term, that is education for all. Education for all. Now what do you mean by this umbrella term? So the shape of the umbrella is something like this. So it does, if the size of the umbrella is very big or big enough, then in place of one person there can be 5 to 6 persons covered or protected from the rain under that umbrella. So why are we saying that it is umbrella term? Because we are talking about for all. If I used to talk about one person, then the term will be different. We are saying that education for all. So it's an umbrella term, that is saying that education for all is important. Second point, it is used as an umbrella term, that is education for all. Third point, the 45th article. Which article? 45th article of the Indian Constitution. 45th article of the Indian Constitution. What is it saying? It have laid the responsibilities on the state to provide free and compulsory education. Laid the responsibilities on whom? On the state. For what? To provide free and compulsory education. Not only free education, but the government has said it is compulsory for the children to learn education for both boys and girls. The 45th article of the Indian Constitution have laid the responsibilities on the state to provide free and compulsory education for both boys and girls from the age group of 6 to 14 years. From the age group of 6 to 14 years. Then last point, Literacy rate in Telangana. Literacy rate in Telangana during 1980 to 81 was 35.9%, and during 2011 to 12 it is 99.9%. How to by heart? Only keep 2 years in your mind, just 1990 to 91, 2011 to 12. 35.6%, 99.9%. So is it increased? Now with the help of these two lines we can make a sentence. How? Let us see. During 1980 to 81, the literacy rate in Telangana was 35.9%, and it have increased to 99.9% during the years 2011 to 12. So introduction part is completed. Let us have a final glance on the introduction. Education is a crucial element in strengthening the human resource and the economic development of a country. Then second point is, it is used as an umbrella term, that is education for all. Then third point, the 45th article of Indian Constitution. 45th article of Indian Constitution have laid the responsibilities on the state to provide free and compulsory education to both boys and girls from the age group of 6 to 14 years. Then next point, last point is, the literacy rate in Telangana during 1980 to 81 was 35.9%, and it have increased to 99.9% in 2011 to 12. So introduction part is completed. Let us go to the next side of the answer. Measures taken by the Telangana government to promote education. So what the government is doing in order to promote education? What solutions, what measures the government has given to us to promote the education? Let us see. There are 6 points in this answer. The first point, universalization of secondary and elementary education. Of what? Secondary and elementary education. So when I say about secondary, that means every person after the intermediate, they'll be going for degree, that is graduation. So secondary education in the sense your graduation. Elementary means, just now we have read, till the age group of 14 years, whatever you are studying will come under elementary education. So what the government is saying in the first point, there must be universal education. That means everyone should get education, that is compulsory for both secondary as well as elementary education. Okay, second point, we are talking about the goal of the government. Important goal of the Telangana government is to provide free access from KG to PG. In our childhood, we used to learn in LKG, UKG. What was the full form there? Lower kindergarten, and UKG was upper kindergarten. Then PG means post graduation. Okay, after your graduation you will be doing post graduation, masters. So what the government's goal is there? The important goal of the government is to provide free access, from KG to PG. The important goal of the government is to provide free access from KG to PG. Third point, the pattern of school education in Telangana. So what pattern we are following for education in Telangana? It is 5 plus 2 plus 3. 5 plus 2 plus 3. So 5 years for primary, 2 years for upper primary, and 3 years for secondary education. In your life, you will be studying various levels. So under which stage the studies will be for 2 years? Intermediate, right? So intermediate first year and second year. So this is your upper primary. Okay. The next, Degree or your graduation will be for 3 years. That is your secondary education. So what kind of pattern the government is following in Telangana? That is 5 plus 2 plus 3. 5 years for primary, 2 years for upper primary and 3 years for secondary education. First point we have read, universal education for both secondary and elementary. Second point we read about the goal of the government to provide free access from KG to PG. Then third point we have discussed about the pattern of school, that is 5 plus 2 plus 3. Let us go to the fourth point. There are nearly 2,533 junior colleges. How many junior colleges are there in Telangana? 2,533. 2,533 junior colleges are there. Then how many students are studying in those junior colleges? Nearly 4.9 lakh students are there. How many? 4.9 lakhs students. Then in order to teach to the students, you require junior lecturers also. So how many junior lecturers are working in these junior colleges? Nearly 56,000 junior lecturers are working in these junior colleges. Only don't get confused, keep 3 things in mind: junior colleges, students and junior lecturers. 2,533 junior colleges, 4.9 lakhs students and then 56,000 junior lecturers are working in these colleges. Fourth point we are discussing about colleges, and fifth point we are discussing about universities. Fifth point is about universities. So there are nearly 20 universities, out of which 2 are professional universities, 5 are specialized universities, 6 are SLGU, state level general universities, and 2 are deemed universities. Deemed in the sense they are universities in themselves. They does not require any other university to get recognized. So how many universities are there? There are 20 universities, out of which 2 are professional, 5 are specialized, 6 are state level general universities, and again 2 are deemed university. Remember 2562. 2562. 2 professional, 5 specialized, 6 SLGU and 2 are deemed universities. Fourth point about colleges, fifth point about university. Last point is about as per 2011 census. As per 2011 census, the literacy rate in Telangana is 66.3%. What was the rate? 66.3%. As per which census? 2011 census. Once have a glance on all the 6 points. First point about universal education for both secondary and elementary education. Second point, we are talking about the goal of the government to provide free access from KG to PG. Third point, we discuss about the pattern of school education in Telangana, that is 5 plus 2 plus 3. The next point we discuss about junior colleges, how many are there, how many students and how many junior lecturers. Fifth point we discuss about how many universities are there. Last point we discuss about 2011 census, the literacy rate was 66.3%. So the answer is completed. You need to write introduction plus 6 point. Very easy answer. You will be getting 5 marks in your board exam. It is a question from unit number 9. So in the introduction what we read, why education is important. Second point we read about the umbrella term. Third point we discuss about the 45th article, what it is saying to provide free and compulsory education for both boys and girls from the age group of 6 to 14 years. Then the percentage have increased from 35 to 99%. Okay, the answer is completed. Very easy to by heart, understand and learn. If you just learn it with full concentration, if you just write the answer only for 2 times, I can make sure that you will be getting perfect in this answer. After writing 2 times, what you do is try to say the answer without saying to yourself in the sequence order. Okay, thank you. See you in the next class with some new topic from the same unit. Till that, stay home, stay safe and stay healthy and keep practicing. Thank you.